Question 3. What have you learned from your audience feedback? After creating my focus group about my media products, I decided more needed to be done in order for me to get more of an understanding of audience feedback from a wider demographic to ensure my media products were successful and for me to acknowledge the positive and negative aspects and what could have been done to improve my media products overall. And so I thought of creating a YouTube video which featured different people and their views and opinions about the media products that I had created, which include a film poster, magazine cover, and trailer associated with the psychological thriller genre.
Miss Smith, what do you like about my poster for my media product?
I like the mystery behind it. I like the fact that the main character is kind of blacked out because I have a lot of questions about him. I'm wondering what it is he's doing, who he is, and how he's connected to this girl. The title of the film is really quite intriguing. I don't quite understand whether it's him that's trapped or whether it's her that's trapped. So there's lots of questions, so I feel engaged to find out more.
What do you think the negative parts of my poster?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know that there is much negative about it. I think that I like the question, do you know your lover well enough? Perhaps another question or a tiny bit of information just to, not to reveal too much, but to give me something to kind of grip onto that I then specifically want to find out, would perhaps be good.
What do you think I could improve on?
I really don't think there is much to improve on.
What film would you say it was after having looked at my poster?
Genre? What genre?
Yeah, what genre?
I would say it's a psychological thriller. It reminds me of, it's not a film, but it reminds me of a programme called Without a Trace, where in each episode someone goes missing and then they have to find them. I think the use of all the pictures at the back reminds me of that. So yeah, I picture it as being very psychological.
After looking at my poster, would you watch my film?
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you. What do you like about my magazine cover?
I like the colours, I like the consistency with these colours and the film poster. It all links in really nicely together, which makes me feel as though a lot of thought has gone into it, into the production of it.
What do you think I could improve on?
Much like with the film poster, I'd like to know just a little bit more information. It tells me that it's the most anticipated film of the year, which automatically makes me want to watch it. But I'd also like to know why it is the most anticipated film of the year. Just a little bit extra information to make me want to read the article and then watch the film.
Do you like the image on my magazine cover?
I do, yeah. It's very different to the image on the front of the film poster because the girl's actually present in this one. So again, that opens up a lot of questions for me and makes me wonder who it is that's trapped and what's going on between them.
Okay, thanks. What did you think of my film trailer?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I found it really engaging. I think that particularly the female actress was really convincing, and particularly at the end the male actress actor came across as really creepy, which he's obviously supposed to be. Yeah, I thought it was good. Definitely want to see it.
What things do you think I could improve on?
After it was kind of revealed the kind of character he is, there were lots and lots of shots, and it was quite quick. I needed another couple of seconds on each shot. So there was like a really important one where it was showing a screenshot of his phone, of her phone, with lots of text messages, kind of showing that he was bombarding her with messages. And shots like that, I just needed a little bit more time to kind of process them and figure out exactly what was going on, because it was quite, well, it was very, very fast paced, and there were lots of images, so having a bit more time would be good.
Would you watch my film after seeing my trailer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you. What do you like about my poster?
The things I like about your poster is that the colours are eye-catching and have negative connotations associated with them. I like the title it gives me, and it gives me an insight of the genre, and it looks professional.
What improvements could I make?
The image quality is not good, could be better as it's too dark.
What improvements could I make?
You could change the opacity levels on the title and have a different name for the film.
Okay, thank you. What do you like about my poster?
Right, Trapped, which is the title of the poster, already suggests that it's a thriller, which is quite interesting already for me.
All the pictures show that it's probably like a psychological thriller.
Why is that?
Because it shows that he's been stalking her, I think.
Because there's quite a few pictures there.
Yeah,
it's got
the
up on
same
wall.
person.
And this blood, I mean, I don't know if that suggests blood. The colour red suggests blood.
Murder.
Or murder. Yeah, it could be murder.
What I could say about this, that the pictures are quite blurry, so it could have been improved on that. But apart from that, it's a good poster, we think.
It's quite eye-catching. Yeah, it looks quite interesting.
What would you do if to improve my poster? What could I do?
Like we said, it was blurry, so we'd obviously probably use HD camera.
A HD camera. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. About my magazine cover.
Well, you can say what you like, because you like.
Well, I think that just this image of the male and the female, it shows that he's trying to stalk her and she's trying to watch her back, so she's looking backwards, which is really
quite
good.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite important.
Just like the font and the site. What was the
Typography.
The typography. That's it. I don't know words. That is standing out, so it's just kind of pretty eye-catching. But what I would suggest is that there's a lot going on here. So for us, maybe just
Simple, make it more simple.
as in the font a lot more smaller than what it is on there. That's what I would suggest. But I do think it's. I mean, I'm kind of intrigued to know what's going on.
Yeah.
With the character.
Would you purchase my magazine cover?
Yeah, I definitely would, because obviously Trap, that just, the title is just something that I would watch.
Yeah, it's like a cliffhanger, so we want to know what's happening and we want to know more. And it's also at a good price, $2.99, so definitely pay for it.
So after watching my trailer, what did you like about it?
Shall I go first, yeah?
Yeah.
I like the bit where the female character has that flashback and the male character has his arms around her. I think the music goes really well with it, so I like that bit of it.
I like the fact that there was a cliffhanger where he's trying to like murder her, but we don't know what happens next.
Well, we think he's going to, we don't know what
yeah. So I don't know about that, but it seems really interesting to find out what's going to happen next. And I also like how he was like preparing everything, shows that it's a thriller, and you know.
Oh, I like the bit as well where
scenes.
where he kind of ripped all the he teared all the photos that he had up on the wall.
That shows he's got psychological
There's so much
issues
anger
as well.
in there,
Yeah.
in his character. Yeah, I like that bit.
What could I do to improve?
I think for me it went a bit too quick. Some of the bits.
What, the end bit?
Yeah, some of the bits went a little bit quick. So I think if you worked on that, I'm sure it would be a big hit.
For me, same really.
And you didn't even read the. You didn't.
I couldn't see the caption. Maybe because it was on a smaller screen. But if it was on a big screen, like a cinema screen, it would be much
Maybe
better.
if the captions are a little bit slower as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you like about my poster?
Well, I like how you put the background of like the women like on his wall, because it sort of creates a sort of like obsessed persona that the antagonist has in the trailer.
And I like the title, so the way it's written, and the background of box around the title, like it looks ripped and it looks really it looks I guess it looks it looks good. Yeah, do you see it?
I think the fonts used are all appropriate, and I think everything's really clear and your building blocks really well structured, so it looks very realistic.
What could I improve on my poster?
The thing I think the lighting on the protagonist might be a little bit dark, so like highlight him more so it looks like a shadow goes onto the posters to build up more of an Enigma code.
To gain a broad understanding and wider knowledge of my media products, I also asked friends, family members and people around me to comment on my trailer, magazine cover and poster, and use social media apps such as WhatsApp, Snapchat and Instagram to see people's opinions of what they really thought of my media products overall, and here are their opinions. What have I learned about my poster from my audience feedback? From my audience feedback, I learned that there was good typography used, the genre of the film could be identified through the color scheme and main image, the building blocks were professional and well structured, the slogan also reinforced the genre type and it looked realistic. However, some people said a better image shot could be used. Poster is slightly blurry due to change in opacity levels, and perhaps I have another tagline. What have I learned about my magazine cover from my audience feedback? From my audience feedback, I have learned that the masthead stands out and looks professional for a magazine cover. There was good use of colors similar to the poster, making it an effective media product. The boost is attractive and the shot type is good and shows the different character types within the film. However, people said the foreground image was not needed. They should have less cover lines and writing as it looks too cluttered, and to put the masthead over the antagonist's face. What have I learned about my trailer from my audience feedback? From my audience feedback, I learned that the editing was brilliant, especially during the montage segment. Also, there were different natural and realistic locations used. Cinematography and different shot types were appropriate for the genre. Captions were effective in showing the storyline. The sound was suitable and worked well, which created a mood and atmosphere specific for the genre. There was good use of characters and hidden meanings are shown, such as domestic violence and mental health. However, some people said that the montage scene may have gone too fast and the captions could be bigger, and the acting on some of the parts could also be better and improvised.